Well, if it's Thursday morning, it's football season. If you see that paint crew, look at that. Isn't that beautiful how nice they get that? That's the Turkey Valley paint crew. Even though it's a road game this week, they're working on the field. They do it every week during the football season. We're going to be hearing from some of these gentlemen, John Cuvelier, Jack McKone, Bernie Busta, and the new guy on the block this year, Bob Huinker. All four of those guys coming up. You're seeing some of the crew out there, as we'll talk about the paint crew coming up right after this. When obtaining the coverage you and your family need, an insurance agent is only as good as the service they provide. And John Cuvelier of Insurance Associates of Waller will provide you with the best possible service. Plus, John is an independent agent. So if it's for your auto, your home, your farm, your crop, or your business, you know you can trust John Cuvelier of Insurance Associates of Waller. Give him a try. We got Jack McKone on the left, Bernie Busta on the right. How long you guys been doing this?
7 years.
What, Cuvelier is a head honcho here?
Ramrod.
John and I and his dad started 8 years ago and put that stand up, visitor stand. That's how it all started.
What visitor stand?
Right over there. See that nice stand there? John and I and Bob put that up.
Okay.
And the next year we started here.
Always a little more difficult that first time around. This is the first time this year.
That's right.
First time's
all them hash marks got to be put in and all that.
Yeah, you gotta, like there, you gotta find the stakes. Make sure you got the right length and everything, right? Nice bright paint. You started using brighter paint the last couple of years.
That's correct.
Right.
Shows up better on these lights, especially.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if there's another school in the state of Iowa, maybe anywhere, this size, that has a nice looking field on Friday night.
We hear that a lot.
Oh my goodness, it's the best we've seen. You know, where we go, we don't want to take anything away from the opponents, but you guys do a heck of a job. And it looks like you have a few less guys out here this year then.
Yeah, we're short 3.
3 guys short, huh?
One retired, one had back surgery this morning, David Burns, and then from Cresco, Carlos McClure, some of his family are sick or something.
Oh, okay. So Carlos is AWOL.
Yeah.
For today.
For today, but he'll be back.
Oh, I'm sure.
And that's great that Carlos comes out here. I mean, he's all the way in Cresco. He's on the board there still, I think, yes, and he comes here and helps Turkey Valley, which is great. Yep. You know, for all the years he was here as superintendent.
We gained a new man this year, Mr. Huinker.
Well, yeah, where's Mr. Huinker?
Well, he's here someplace. I don't know where he's at.
He's right back there talking to John.
Yeah, right by John.
Okay, he's running the hose over there. Yeah. What's Mr. Hinker's first name?
Bob.
Bob, okay, yeah. Wasn't he here last year?
No.
No.
No, this is the first year on the job.
First year on the job, so he gets to do all the dirty work.
He's a rookie.
He learns very fast.
Well, you ought to. Yep. You're a guy like that.
He's a very nice man.
But good talking with you guys.
Okay.
And
Thanks,
you know,
Randy.
it's going to be a great year of football here at Turkey Valley. You got a couple of tough games, but they're starting off, but they'll be all right.
Sounds good. Okay. Sounds good.
We have John Cuvelier now. John's the head man out here.
Oh, thanks.
And you got a rookie, I understand.
Yes, we do. We recruited one. Actually, he recruited us. Bob Huinker volunteered to help us out this year. So we appreciate having him here.
Well, absolutely. And this isn't golf, or it's not playing a horn, so he's probably...
No, it's not. It's a little bit different than he's normally doing, but that's okay. He still volunteered, and we'll take any and all volunteers.
And you got a good crew out here, and I'm going to shine the camera over there a little bit. And the first time out is probably the most difficult of the year, I would think.
It is. It's the most time-consuming, Randy, because we've got to lay all the stencils out for the numbers, for the hash marks. But you know, after today, you know, that's there, and then we just touch up on what's already there. So yes, today's the most intensive as far as the amount of time that it takes, but we got a good crew and everybody kind of knows what they're doing. So
yeah, it looks like it, and then you do a little extra on homecoming, and we'll probably come back out for that one when you're doing that.
We've kind of have something in mind. I don't know yet. We haven't cleared it with all the powers that be, but I mean, it isn't anything out of the ordinary, but it'll be just a little different.
A little surprise. We'll surprise us when the time comes.
Yeah, it'll be a nice surprise, I hope.
All right, John.
Okay.
Thanks for all you're doing out here, and you know, the best looking field of a school this size around.
I'm quite pleased at the amount of fans that come back and just comment on how nice it looks compared to other schools. So we appreciate the fact that the fans and the players and the coaches and everybody, you know, appreciate what we do.
All right, John Cuvelier. Okay, we have the new guy on the block here, Bob Huinker. Of course, he's very familiar with Turkey Valley, a band director here for many, many years, and also the golf coach. But Bob, from the perspective of the band, I guess a lot of us never think how much the paint helps the band.
Yes, the crew here has done a fantastic job every year, and I'm so appreciative to all these guys. And the years that I was the band director here at Turkey and I could utilize these markings on the field, it just made our job so much easier, and it made us way more consistent in our performances and our practices, because we had all these markings to help us, you know where to go.
And why do you want to be involved now in this?
Well, I think I owe payback. Mostly, you know. I know all these guys; they're all friends of mine, and I know that I just felt very, positive from the start that I wanted to be involved in this, because I want to help out, future kids, future band directors, whatever. And the field looks great every year, and why wouldn't you want to be involved in a great thing like this?
That's great, Bob. And are they giving you all the dirty work, or are they treating you pretty good here?
They're treating
first day
me
on
great.
the job.
Yeah, I'm just kind of watching what everybody's doing. So when I need to help with something, I want to be a little bit ready. I'm sure they'll train me well. So
okay, Bob Huinker. Brand new to the paint crew, but of course long time here at Turkey Valley.
It really is a tradition of excellence and leadership established by the Farmers Mill in Protivin since 1964. Not only for the farmer, but the communities, from Czech days to our schools at Trinity and Turkey Valley, as well as our churches and Boy Scout projects. The Merricks and their staff have been there front and center, helping the farmer and the community, establishing a tradition of excellence since 1964. The Farmers Mill in Protivin.